situation like you where kind of had a slow start to the year as a true freshman while he learned the playbook, and then at the end of the year he took off. Do you feel like you're following a similar trajectory right now with how much you're on the field, the plays you're making in these games, and now as Ohio State's trying to achieve the highest possible stuff, like it seems like you're right in the mix there?
Oh yeah, I mean it's been my role all year, just go out there, we switch drives and stuff like that. So whenever my number's been called on, I just try to make the play. So I mean it's similar, like you said, to Chris's circumstances last year. But I mean, yeah, whatever Coach Harden wants, Chris set up last year, so I'm doing the same thing.
In this rivalry, or last week in that rivalry, the plays that are made in those games will go a long way in defining a person's legacy here.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, as a true freshman, to be able to be on the back end of one of the craziest sequences that we've seen in this rivalry in a long time. Is it just crazy to think that's a part of who you are now forever?
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely just watching it, a year ago. So to be out there, making a play, and like Justin came off the bench off an injury and made the throw, and then be the one catching, it was an awesome experience. Just being able to be a part of the rivalry is awesome.
And what was it like when you saw him come out of the tent? Like, what's going on in your mind? Like, you lost the quarterback, he might be seriously injured, then all of a sudden he's not, then all of a sudden he's back in the game, and next thing you know, he's rolling left.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that if he's out there, he's trying to make a play. He's not holding back at all. So I mean, he knows his body better than anyone, obviously, and he felt like he could make the play. He did. So.
Yeah, I asked him about that the other day. About when you're in the moment, you don't realize maybe how great a moment that was. As you look back on how great a moment was, not only for him but for you, Garrett.
Yeah, I mean, just to be able to catch a touchdown, in that big of a game, it's the greatest rivalry. I mean, it's exciting for me, but to be able to catch the play from Justin, that'll probably go down as one of the special plays of his career, legendary play. So to be able to be the one, catching it.
You've got to ask this, how much farther are you along? How much more comfortable are you in games now than you were 10 games ago?
Yeah.
If you follow my drift,
I mean, it definitely comes with experience. So the more I've been out there, the more comfortable I am. So I'm definitely, feeling like I just belong out there more. Not saying I didn't whenever I first was out there, but it just comes with time.
What's led to the issues on the returns?
Yeah, just taking my eyes off it. It was a little windy. I thought I wasn't gonna make the catch, and then I'm running up too fast, and didn't take my eye off it. So I'm trying to fix it in practice, and that's all I can do.
Is there a fine line there where, to some extent, I assume that's how you've kind of been taught, because they want you to get a head start and be going and to be explosive, but you also have to secure it.
Yeah.
Is it a tough thing to kind of catch that middle ground? Or?
I mean, with the coaches, they just want me to catch the ball. That's the first thing. So it's on me. I got to fix it.
As a big-time recruit, I'm sure you had big expectations, but what were your expectations for your freshman year, Garrett?
I mean, I didn't really have anyone. If coach wanted me out there, I was going to be out there. If not, then I don't know. But my freshman year's played out, just the way I would have wanted it. I wouldn't change anything about it.
We talked about this a little bit already when Ari was asking you, but reflect on your regular season. I know you got some games to play yet this season, but do you feel like you played as well as you wanted to, and maybe even better, or just reflect on your season so far?
There's definitely plays, that I would have wanted to make, but I thought I did a good job whenever I was called on, making the play. So it's like really good every season.
It's really hard to see the field here as a true freshman. Yeah, I'm sure. So, I mean, how much did they talk to you about that coming in? And were you concerned maybe you weren't even going to see the field as much as you have?
After spring, I kind of knew I was going to be out there. So, I mean, it is special to be able to play as a true freshman. No matter where you go football, it's special to be out there. So, yeah, such a prestigious university playing. It's something I definitely will hold in.
Hey, Garrett, how do you compare last week's prep and build up to? Can you maintain that kind of pitch going into this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you stay at that level?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different type of notch for last week, but I mean, we try to continue it through this week. I mean, this is the biggest game because it's the next game. If we don't win this one, nothing else matters. So, I mean, we know it's at stake. We're taking the same energy into this week.
Two more questions. Does Justin Fields deserve recognition, consideration for the Heisman Trophy, and why?
I mean, yeah, he definitely does. He's one of those dudes that just does what's needed. He's a special player, so I mean, I think he definitely deserves to be in that zone.
When's that moment this year when you noticed he was a cut above?
Yeah,
I know y'all practiced all, but I mean, in games when you got to make plays, when's that moment where you said, "Hey, I'm playing with a pretty good player here"?
Probably FAU. Early in the game, he takes off, however many yards, 70, 60 yards, and I mean, knowing touches him. It seems like he's jogging, but he's moving 4.3 speed. So, I mean, I just knew he was special.
So from Jump Street.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks, man.
No problem. Thank you, Garrett. Appreciate y'all.